In news for you, a few minutes ago, we told you about Angelina Jolie undergoing a preventative double mastectomy after learning she carries a gene mutation that increases her risk of developing breast cancer. Karen Brooks is Associate Professor of OBGYN at the USC School of Medicine and a statewide expert on genetics. You and I have been talking about genetic counseling for years. Years ago, people were kind of looking at us like, what? Where are you talking about this? Before we get into what women need to do, explain to our viewers, everyone has this BRCA1 gene, right? And BRCA2.
Yes, everybody has these genes. As a matter of fact, we all have a pair of those genes. We get a set from our mother, a set from our father. So, by the way, the paternal family history is equally important.
So what is key is if that gene is defective, if you will.
If it's not working to prevent breast or ovary cancer.
And when it is not working, when it is defective, as was the case with Angelina Jolie, there is a huge risk, what, 70+% that they could get it?
Up to 50 to 85% lifetime for breast cancer and up to 40 to 45% for ovarian cancer.
So do we all go run to the doctor and say we want this test to find out?
Please don't, because really only 5 to 10% of all women who have breast cancer will have an inherited form of breast cancer. And so there are a few red flags in one's family history that one could review to find out if you're a candidate.
In fact, one of my viewers wrote in and said, I lost my first wife, Diana, to ovarian cancer. Should my daughter get tested?
Okay.
Who should get tested then?
It's always preferable if the affected individual is still living to test that person first, because they're the most likely person who will be informative in terms of testing. If that person is not available, then obviously that daughter could potentially look into this.
Okay, so for women with the biggest red flag would be the family history that would warrant the genetic testing.
Well, the biggest red flag is having a personal history of breast or ovary cancer. With breast cancer, if you're under 50, for example, or if you're under 60 with triple negative markers, that would be a red flag. Somebody with breast cancer with family history of 2 or 3 close relatives is also another red flag. Somebody with ovary cancer, a male with breast cancer. Let's not forget males who are affected seldom, but that would be an important group. Women of Jewish background, particularly if their ancestors are from Eastern or Central Europe, are also at a much increased risk.
Karen Brooks, so appreciate talking to you about this, a subject that is getting more publicity, especially today on this. Thank you so much. And to watch the full interview again with Karen Brooks, follow me on Twitter at Dawndy WISTV. Also click like on my Facebook page, Dawndy Mercer Plank WISTV. You'll find my daily interviews right here. Time for another